Okay, y'all, 21 Savage, baby mama, not the alleged wife, the baby mama, she decided to go off because I guess people kept saying that she was the wife and she was like, no, I'm just the baby mama. So someone commented and said, so divorce him so this could really be lit. And she responded and said, not the wife boo, just the mother of my girls, loud and wrong, get the F off my page, trying to tell someone how. Also made some other post on her TikTok and said, long story short, I'm not the wife, I'm the girl's mother. She also said, just the second baby mama, damn. Now you guys know everybody was going in on her, basically saying like, oh, you're the wife and why you allowing this and he's cheating on you. So they was pretty much going in on her, which is why she made the comment saying like, hey, I'm not the wife, I'm just the baby mama. All of this started because 21 Savage alleged wife and the other baby mama, they decided to make it seem like they're one big happy family, and they decided to post these pictures of Lotto hanging with the kids and them spending time with each other. So that's why people started saying more things to the other baby mama, even though she isn't the wife. Now, if they're one big happy family, kudos to them. A lot of people feel like Lotto can do better. She had her first kid. She should have been having her first kid with somebody that was also having their first kid, and not somebody that was having their fourth, fifth kid. So they feel like she could do better instead of putting herself in this situation. And you guys know Lotto is my man, my man, my man. So Lotto isn't going to care what anybody has to say about her relationship, okay? And it seems like, hey, they're one big happy family. They all getting along. Kudos to them.
21 Savage's baby mama comes out and clears the air and she says, I am not that man's wife. I'm just one of his baby mamas. Damn. And at the end of the day, thank you for coming out and clearing it, because we did think that you was the wife. We did think that you was more and held more weight than you actually do. But it's safe to say that you don't. And regardless of whatever, us knowing that means Lotto is not a side piece, that she been the main piece the whole damn time. You just been a baby mama. And the fact that y'all allowed us to play on this narrative without just coming out a lot sooner was crazy. I guess the baby had to get here for you to understand your part, your position, and your place. I don't know. But what I do know is when Kayla comes out and clears the air, she says, stop calling me that man's wife. I'm not the wife. That man ain't cheating on me with no big Lotto. At the end of the day, I'm just a baby mama. Okay? So she's just a baby mama. I mean, just like Lotto, they're just baby mamas. Regardless of whatever, sister wives, baby mamas, whatever y'all want to be, at the end of the day, I'm here for it. The baby is here. Okay? So you guys, let me know in the comments down below, what do y'all think about this? I mean, at the end of the day, they ain't.
Moving on, people feel like Trim is calling out Nicki Minaj and calling her 40 years old and washed up. So Trim did an interview with Billboard, and she basically threw shots at 40-year-old rappers, saying instead of them arguing online and chasing charts, they should be opening labels, mentoring new artists, investing, and building empires. So basically she's saying like at a certain age, you should stop focusing on drama and start making some boss moves. Now, of course, people feel like Trim is throwing shots at Nicki Minaj because of their ongoing tension that they have going on. Nicki Minaj unfollowed a Barb because the Barb was posting Trim and supporting Trim, and Nicki Minaj obviously doesn't like that. And this Barb basically apologized and said that, you know, they were sorry for posting Trim and know that labels are trying to, you know, do stuff behind the scenes to get at Nicki Minaj. So they did apologize to Nicki Minaj, but, you know, she unfollowed them already. And a lot of people already feel like Trim is cosplaying Nicki Minaj and she wants to be Nicki Minaj. That's why she is doing the things that she's doing, trying to get Nicki Minaj's attention. Now, Trim was also getting dragged because Billboard basically asked her, who are your hip-hop heroes? And she said she don't have any and that her mom is her only hero. And a lot of people feel like, hey, if you want to be a rapper or if you in hip-hop, then somebody inspired you to want to do this. And she's basically saying like nobody did and just her mom is her hero. And a lot of people feel like that's just bullcrap. Started dragging her because they were like, girl, obviously Nicki Minaj is your hero. Like, you cosplaying her, acting like her. So they feel like, you know, she's lying and she just doesn't want to give Nicki Minaj credit. But I would like to know you guys' thoughts and opinions on it. Some people feel like Trim is not headed on a good path with the stuff that she's saying and the stuff that she has going on.
Guys, it looks like Trim is continuing to avoid admitting that she is Nicki Minaj inspired while potentially throwing shots at the legends of hip-hop. Now, in her Billboard interview, they ended up asking Trim who her hip-hop heroes were, and she said, my mom, that's it. They then ended up asking her about her Rolling Loud rehearsals and how it looked, and she basically ended up saying that she is inspired by Zara Larsson's performances. And when she performed, I definitely did not see any bit of Zara Larsson's stage presence or inspiration. So I'm confused because she was on stage with a Nicki wig yelling DJ, DJ, DJ. But things get very messy when they asked her what excites her most about this era of hip-hop. She says, I honestly feel like the people who are so-called big dogs should look into starting a business so they don't get washed up. If you keep releasing music and it comes and goes because your heart isn't in it, why not start a label and invest in other artists and give them the opportunity to be under your wing? They should let other people take over now, because that's what I would do, and I wouldn't even wait so long to do it. If I was LeBron, I wouldn't play till I was 40 because it's getting washed up. Miss Coconut Water, what are you talking about? Girl, Trim, you quite literally just got here. Like, I'm not even exaggerating it. You just got here. Who is you feeling like? And she just called LeBron washed up. No shade. I don't know how the basketball fans are going to take that one, but she calling everybody washed up, saying people need to take people under their wing. Who are you talking about? That's a vague statement. And yes, guys, it gets even messier because you know how she said that she would like to work with Nicki, Cardi, and all sorts of other rappers. She's now saying that I don't have a wish list anymore. I had one at first, but artists tend to lose their worth and value. I don't really care to work with anybody unless they want to work with me. Who lost their worth and value? Who's she talking about? I just genuinely think that this entire interview was messy and a waste of time. Like, she did not really answer any of the questions. She was just being shady the entire time. And it looks like she is not giving Nicki Minaj her credit at all, y'all. But you all let me know what y'all are thinking in the comments.
Trim is dying for Nicki to respond. She recently did an interview with Billboard, and she said that artists over 40 years old pretty much need to go sit it down. Speaking with the outlet, she says that if she was in her 40s, she would not be rapping because she would be past her prime. Instead, she would be opening up labels and opening up venues for other artists to come make money under her wing. Interestingly enough, in this same interview, she went on to say how she has no hip-hop heroes in the industry, and the only person who she looks up to is her mom. And while I understand that, girl, you're out here cosplaying a whole rapper that's still alive and well. At least give her a prop. Stop there. Trim went on to say how she did not like that people should be rapping over 40 because they are past their prime, and she even went on to give LeBron James as an example, and how she wouldn't be shooting hoops at 40. She'll be laid back with her feet kicked up. Now, if you ask me, Trim needs to trim it the F down because she is doing a lot. You done came and stole this lady wigs, done stole this lady tone of voice, done stole this lady rap flow, done basically stole this lady face. Then you gonna come online saying you ain't got no hip-hop heroes? Hero is defined as somebody who is admired for their courage, outstanding accomplishments, and their noble qualities. You gonna sit here and tell me that Trim ain't got nobody that admires for their outstanding accomplishments? Like, girl, bye. I'm curious to know what y'all think regarding this. Let me know down in the comments, y'all.
Whoa, Trim, you cannot be out here acting like Nicki didn't inspire you. The barbs are going crazy because in a recent Billboard interview, Trim mentioned that rappers should not be rapping over 40, throwing direct shade at her idol Nicki Minaj. Trim saying why not start your own label and businesses and give artists the opportunity to be under your wing. And we know that Nicki has a lot of businesses, but she's still quite rapping at 43. And nothing wrong with that. Trim also using LeBron James as an example, and we know he is over the age of 40, so she should have kept that to herself. Like, why is she coming for the greats? And when asked who her hip-hop influences are, she says no one and says she's inspired by her mom. Which is weird because she literally took Nicki's style, mannerisms, and everything. Like, who in the hell do you think you are? Like, seriously, you need to be mentioning this woman as much as you can, considering she's literally the